Welcome into All Eyes on Cleveland on Browns Film Breakdown Network. My name is Brad Ward. The man next to me is Casey Kinnamon. Follow him on Twitter at CaseKnowsBall. What's happening, big Case dog?
Oh, dude, I'm just pumped to talk ball. I've had quite the week. It's all behind me now. I got a 4-day weekend starting tomorrow. So, yeah, man, I'm glad to put my worries behind and come here and chop it up with you good folks.
Yeah. Welcome. What's up, everybody? I apologize to anybody that missed the show live last week because of the Friday switch up. Casey had a concert to attend on Thursday night, which was very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool concert.
Yeah, man. Saw the Jizza from Wu-Tang Clan performing his album, his 30th year anniversary of Liquid Swords. He did it with a live band, the Funky Nomads. It was dope.
MC is angry. What up, Bradley? Good to see you here, man. Indiana, says Chris. Indiana looks dominant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. Signetti, dude. Did you see the things he triggered in his contract during the playoffs?
Yes, absurd.
Absurd.
What's up, Heather?
Shout out to his agent.
Yeah, well done. Well done. How much money was it total?
It was 1.8. This is before they made the finals. By winning the Big Ten, by everything that he's done up to this point. But now they have to make him within the top 3 paid college coaches year over year to keep him.
What a great
bananas!
What a great thing to put. And when you were signing him to Indiana football,
yeah,
no shot.
Well, I'm saying that the person who's like, yeah, sure, okay, you get to the national championship,
no
you won again, no problem, buddy.
I didn't realize this, but there's like a portion of the United States apparently, and I imagine it now, but I didn't realize it, that probably, and it's probably like the same area, but like that are huge Indiana Hoosier fans and Chicago Bear fans.
Yeah, good cross section.
Right. Yeah. Somehow they fall into that. And I saw somebody, did you see that tweet? It was like, it would be hard to, people have probably 50% of the people that are Indiana Hoosier fans. And like, can you imagine how being that bad at football, like they're like the worst college football program ever for like hundreds of years.
Mm-hmm. I think Rutgers might be like the only other team. It's crazy. Yeah.
And they're in the national championship.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Bears beat the Packers in the first round of the playoffs. Like 50% of those fans probably think they're dead right now. Like they can't believe this is actually real.
Yeah.
Like how
this is quite the timeline we're on.
Like that is insane. Literally hundreds. I've got suitcases older than Udinski, but not older than Brad. Facts. And the 0 wins in the 1800s. Indiana now has Cuban money also. They will not drop off. Cuban, so a Cuban influx of money. I love that these.
Or is that Mark Cuban?
No, is it Mark Cuban?
I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know where that's coming from.
Well, I don't know. I know that like Saudi Arabia was sending money over to Florida State and stuff.
Really?
I think some of their
money was season
Saudi money.
Yeah.
They'll invest in anything. Saudi Arabia State.
It says Mark Cuban in the chat.
Yeah, I believe it, but there's a reason I asked Cuban. I mean, these countries are getting in on.
Yeah, well, like the UFC right now and boxing, like Saudi Arabia is running stuff right now in those sports.
Okay, I get it. Not Cuba, the country. I understood that. I understood that the first time. You don't need to get all over my case, world's fastest. I'm just saying it's plausible because Saudi money has infiltrated the college game. And I don't think that other countries probably are next.
I don't remember them being decent. I remember when they had a running back named Anthony Thomas. He was pretty nice.
He pledged. Why would Mark Cuban? Did he go to Indiana?
Yeah, in the chat it says he is a Indiana alum. I did not know that.
Well, that's pretty normal then. But you know, I imagine you probably would have wanted that money before they turned it all around. You know, Mark.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's cool.
All of a sudden they're really good, and now he's going to start giving them money. Where were they when they needed bags dropped off? You know, like the SEC in the back door. Now you can just bring the money right in the front door. But in the good old days, you had to bring the money in the back door.
I've heard that about you.
Me? So we're both
Backdoor
having.
Brad.
That's not what I was. Nobody's ever said that. Nobody has ever said that. I'm not grumpy at all. I'm in a great mood, actually. I've loved the trajectory of the Browns' coaching search so far. Can't
we
beat
talk
it.
about it?
Yeah, we can talk about it in a second. First, we need to talk about appliances. You had a dryer issue?
Hold on, Chef. Chef's in the chat.
Chef!
I'm sending an email.
Chef, I need you to do me something, brother. I'm so glad you're here. Can you drop your email, please? Or send your email to me, or put it in the chat, one or the other. But my email is Brad, B-R-A-D, at brownsfilmbreakdown.com. All right. And send me your email. Thank you. Good man. I'll explain why in the return email. All right. It's a good thing. Not bad. You're not in trouble. It's a good thing. Appliances.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
You had trouble with your
my dryer. Yes. My dryer.
Done. Took a crap.
Yeah, man, fried. The back's fried. Luckily, it didn't cause a fire, but it was about to. That was about to be its future. Yeah. Yeah, the back of it, when you opened it, was charred. It was not. Bad things were on the horizon for that dryer. So that dryer is no longer in my house. Unfortunately, it's still in my garage right now, but that's a different problem.
The washer in my house, a newer washer. Help me out, chat. A newer washer. And after last night, I mean, like, it's barely a year old.
Oh.
And yeah. So
we talking Maytag, GE, Whirlpool? What are we doing?
GE. I think.
I was reading the reviews when we were buying this dryer, and GE has the most customer complaints within the first year.
Really?
I swear. Yeah.
I'd have to go check, to be honest. It's it's either GE or Whirlpool, one of those two. Anyways, after I take the clothes out, put them in the dryer, I'm lit. I turn around and look at the washer, and it's still making the noise like it's draining water. The cycle's done.
Cycle's done. No water in the.
No water in the sign, but it sounds like underneath. It sounds like it's underneath. It sounds like it's still draining. Like the actual dryer is or the washer is making the noise it makes when it drains.
Yeah.
But there's no water draining. You can't hear water. You just hear like that, like it's, you know.
Are we on the first floor or second floor?
It's in the basement.
Okay.
Okay. Underground. And so I'm like, what the hell is this? So I tried stopping it. I tried resetting it, which is, I read online, like you unplug it for a minute, it resets, you plug it back in. I don't know, man. This thing has a mind of its own. I close it, walk away, and I hear it start doing it again.
It's haunted.
It just wants to drain on its own. It's not set to a cycle, nothing. So I unplugged it for the whole night, and then I got it. I got it to stop today when I got home, and I put a bunch of towels in, started a new cycle, and just got a text. My wife said it's doing the same thing. It's done.
That's so defeating.
It's draining. It's making a draining noise afterwards. Sounds like a bad valve stuck open.
World's fastest is in here. He's the washer doctor. He was in there trying to address my dryer issue too. Like,
we always get Whirlpool.
You got extra time on your hands. You can come over and work on some stuff, brother, because it's beyond me.
I mean, I looked on YouTube. It said, like, it could be this can happen when, like, a sensor is off, or you need to clean out one of the valves or something like that is making it think it needs to drain, but it doesn't need to drain. So, I don't know.
It's an epidemic, man. Like, and this is me being the old man, get off my lawn, but like things used to be built to last, and you would have an appliance like that for 15, 20 years before you'd think of replacing it, you know?
It's a fucking year old, Casey.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's the reason it's the get off my lawn segment. Like they used to make things to last, and they don't anymore, man. They make things disposable. And they make things like sensors, and there's probably a computer chip somewhere in there that's malfunctioning in your washer.
There definitely is. It's definitely like a sensor that can't figure out that there's not water actually in this. Sorry, that's a little big in your face, isn't it? It's right in your face.
I can set better posture, Brad. That's probably what I should be doing. Better for my back.
Is that going to bother you where it is?
No, I mean, I don't care. I'm not looking at myself. I'm looking at you.
Really?
So you're the one's going to get bothered because you're looking at me when you're talking to me.
Am I?
I don't know. You probably look at yourself.
Just kidding. If the sensor is gone, it will keep acting like it has water and clothes in it.
I'm actually proud of our chat for having all this appliance knowledge that I did not have in the moment.
If it lasts too long, they can't sell you another one.
Well, I understand. I understand the business model, but it didn't used to be that way.
You would expect it to at least last like 5 years.
Well, the shelf, like it says 8 to 12. If you were to ask AI about washers, the average life of one is 8 to 12. I don't. That's going to get shorter and shorter as we go.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's absurd, man.
As technology gets better.
Yep.
Our shit gets worse. Almost did the appliance doctor thing too, guys. I fixed mine a few times. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to get in there.
Dryer before, but not this issue. I'm not.
I know this is gonna. I know this is gonna shock all of you, but I'm not very handy around the house. I'm just kidding. I know that you all probably figured that about me. But I have fixed a washer once before, and it was one of my finer moments as a man. So I don't know.
Bill Burr said it, and I agree. Like, I do have a base level knowledge of certain things around the house that I can fix, but once it reaches a certain level, I got to call a real man to come fix it. You know what I mean? It was above my pay grade.
Well, somebody that. So what's a washer? Somebody that has spent some time doing these things.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer to pay everyone to do everything in my life. I would like I get so much shit about dumb stuff, you know. The lights and the Christmas lights were up too late. I need a Christmas lights guy. I don't have time to go put Christmas lights up. When am I supposed to squeeze that time in my schedule? Tell me.
Feel your pain.
I'm listening. That's what I say. I say, listen, woman, when am I supposed to do this? When do you expect me to find time to do this?
What, does she have an answer?
Doesn't matter.
She doesn't care about the labor pain. She just wants to see the baby. Make it happen.
Do
Make it
that.
happen, Brad.
Why is this? Why do I have to ask this? It's insane.
Yeah.
I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination. I cannot afford to just go out and buy a new washer. What are we talking about here?
Look, if YouTube can't solve my problems, I have to go outside of that. And that's where this came to.
Yeah.
I YouTube everything, man. If I don't know how to do it, I'm gonna YouTube it. And if the YouTube's above my head, then that's it. That's a wrap.
I'm not bougie. I would just prefer not. I'm not handy. Like I didn't grow up in a house where I had to.
Well, you bring up a good point though, because if you don't have the hands-on experience doing it, it's going to take you 2 to 3 times longer than it would take someone who knows what they're doing with you struggling through. And you don't have the time for that. So like I had a water pump. My week was crazy. So we had a water pump go out in my Durango.
Oh
and
my God.
Like when I was looking up how to do it, it was like for a novice who's never done one, it's going to take you 9 hours. I don't have that 9 hours.
9
hours. It's going to take a mechanic 4 who knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. It takes him 4. I don't even have the 4 hours to do it. So
if I can't fix it with a hammer, I can't fix it.
That's fair.
That's fair. Really though, like I've gotten better, but like my parents were both teachers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they fixed stuff, but it's not like they were like, my dad was ever like, hey son, come here and let me show you how to fix. He showed me how to change a tire and do things like that. But he wasn't like, come here and let me show you how to fix this kitchen sink if it, you know what I mean, or whatever. There was never that moment. It was like, son, do you want me to rebound for you while you shoot jump shots for 2 hours? Or I got to watch some film. You want to sit here and hold the cards for me while you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was a sports coach. My mom was a coach. They're both teachers. It's just a different, we're middle class. I don't have that knowledge. Yeah. So, but I will say that YouTube is a lifesaver when it comes to this kind of thing. Like, it can walk you through most stuff you would potentially not think you have the capacity to do.
Yeah. If you find a good YouTube channel.
Like, you find one that'll walk you through it, you get the right model, and you can really, like, you can achieve some things that you never really thought you could do. So, I'll say.
And I got to admit, that is a good feeling when it happens.
It is. When it happens, it feels great. All right. One thing for Chef. I got $100. I know why you want my email, Brett. LOL. Just sent. Okay, so you did send it. Thank you. All right. Back in the 90s, a part went out on our dishwasher. The part cost $235, and a new dishwasher was $250.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's where they get you.
Yep. All right. Let's get to Udinski. All right, so it goes. It's Jesse Minter tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's Shieldhouse and Udinski on Saturday.
I thought Shieldhouse was tomorrow.
I think Minter is maybe it.
I know. I think both of them are, and Udinski's on Saturday.
Maybe that I would hope. I hope he gets this whole day to himself. He deserves that.
Well, can I tell you how this is going to go?
You tell me.
I'm going to be in the mountains away. I probably won't have service, but the cabin does have Wi-Fi, so I'll be able to be notified. But I'll be away, and my guy's going to get hired, and I won't be able to. If I can, you guys will be able to see a YouTube video of me shirtless in a hot tub celebrating when my man gets hired. I think that's how it's going to go. We spoke this into existence, so we should be celebrating.
Did you see this? We're obviously going to hire Udinski. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Great point by Outroute. Is that my guy?
Yeah, that's Jacob. Jacob operating. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm also like, I've gotten my hopes up now because at one point it was a pipe dream. It was something I wanted to see happen. And then all this like momentum's building up for it. And it's setting me up for massive disappointment if they don't do it. But at one point I thought it was a Hail Mary that they even interviewed the guy because of his age. So when they announced they were, I was so pumped.
Yeah, well, Steelhouse first, and then I was like, man, they might even call in Udinski. And so far, nobody else.
Yep. Get it quick. You got to be early. There's no being late on this one.
I wrote a whole article on this. You have to be early to get this done. And if you're early to them, this is your shot. It could fall into place. Like, let me ask you this: do you think, from what the little we know about him, which is more every day because I'm
I've watched everything that I can see.
I'm like, feed me Udinski clips, anything you got on him talking. I just need it. I need it injected into my veins. But he is. Do you think he will be like Schwartz DC? Like, yeah, I'm good with that.
If you can talk Schwartz into that,
would you think he'll be willing to take the job in Cleveland, or do you think he's gonna be like, this isn't the job I want? I'm gonna put in another year, call plays somewhere, be an OC, and pick a better job at the time, right?
Well, that's the other thing. There's no one interviewing him for OC because he could take another OC job if he got play calling because it'd be a promotion, and we're not seeing anyone interview him for that either. Dude, strike while the iron's hot, man. I mean, you make the offer. He took the interview, and there's no way he's not going to knock this out of the park.
I mean, it would be life-changing money.
But it's in a league full of sharp cats, he stands above. Every time I hear him speak, man, like,
we just talked about this. You'll see it tomorrow. But there was a question about, and we kind of tripped over it. Somebody asked a question in the mailbag show you'll see tomorrow on, but it was kind of like, and Jake was like, what if Udinski doesn't even want to call plays?
Yeah.
Like, what if he's just because, like, he's been able to influence change offensively because he's so prepared and quick and smart where he is. What if he wants to be like a CEO type?
Yeah. I got zero issue.
Bring in Josh McCown. Because one of the things I listed in that article, the strike early article, was, can he keep up with everything, right? Can he teach coaches? Can he teach players? Can he teach coaches? Both. And then can he adjust when the league adjusts to you? Yeah. Like, those are the things. And do
you have a counterpunch? Yeah.
All of these boxes. But, like, the question is, like, I don't know. Yeah, they're going to have Shula in as well. Like, they're going to have some good candidates in.
That first wave of candidates, I got to say, was underwhelming. The first wave of candidates that they announced, but this one right here.
Who, the in-house wave? Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. And there was a couple other paired in that really didn't do it for me. I'm not saying that's the way it is for everyone.
I wish Reese would just take a long walk. Just get out of here. I don't even want him hanging around because somehow he's going to latch on somewhere. I've had my fill.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm not concerned with them right now.
Me neither.
I have bigger fish to fry. But the Josh McCown thing, he's another guy who's eventually going to be a head coach. If you want to have him during his ascension, I'm good with it. He hasn't been a play caller, but you're going to tell me Josh McCown couldn't call an offense?
He can get calling offense, 100%. Especially.
But you also have to think that he's also spent time this year with Shane Waldron. He's the passing game specialist in Jacksonville. Now, I've not been a particular fan of his with Seattle or Chicago in his time as an OC who did call plays, but he does have that experience. So also he's got to satisfy what Haslam and Barry, maybe they want more experience since they're hiring such a young coach that they would want, experience to be paired with him. Yeah, I'd be 100% fine if it was Josh McCown. I've been advocating. Like I said, he's going to be a head coach someday.
Yeah. I'm not worried about the OC so much because I tend to think that Udinski ends up calling plays
I don't have
more
a
than
feel
like
one way or the other, but I think that he'd make the correct decision for what needs to happen.
yes.
Like he understands the gravity of moments. He's a master communicator. I have no issue with that. And I don't think you're on a hard time getting a defensive coordinator to coach his personnel either. I
Yeah,
don't think
that's my
that's
other question. So, yes, let's address Heather's question because this is what a
Mhm.
lot of people have been asking, and it irked me a little bit at first too. Like you're gonna tell guys coming in that they gotta keep Schwartz, but then I listen to the radio and I hear like people like having a fit that they're like Schwartz is the most important piece to this thing. If you lose Schwartz, we're taking a step back on defense for sure. And
we don't know that.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
We don't yeah, we
I
don't
think
know that.
I think I want my head coach. If my head coach says I love what Schwartz does, these guys know him, the personnel matches, you guys like him, I'm good with that.
Mhm.
Let's have a meeting, you know what I mean, or
Yeah,
whatever, and he's good with that. But if he comes in and he says he wants to bring his own guy,
that's
bye
what
Jim,
happens. Yes.
bye
Are
Jim.
you kidding me?
If you're hiring the head coach
Mhm.
gets to say, period. You can say, yeah, let's take a look at him. But Heather, I'm not forcing Schwartz on anybody, in my
No,
opinion. You
no.
think they will.
Do I? I know I have no feel for it. I know that Jimmy likes Schwartz a great deal, but like this,
He
here's the thing,
does.
man. They're the ones sitting in this meeting room with Udinski. There's no way he's not going to be completely prepared to answer every single question, every contingency. And you have to if you're not just buying like you're believing in him and what he can do. Let him do it. You don't do it for him. If he wants to bring in his own people, that's what happens. If you want to get in the Grant Udinski business, which I do, I want all the stock I could possibly get. And was looking to sell some, hit me up. Yeah, let him bring his own
But
guy.
even
Even
if
if
they
they want
wanted
to change to a
even
four
if they
three
wanted
four,
to change to a 3-4, it doesn't matter.
even
Like
if
you run a 3-4, 4-3 today in today's football, you can make it look exactly the same. You can,
yeah,
right?
yeah, dude. We're
It's just
saying
different
we're
language.
saying Miles can play outside edge in a 3-4. He can.
Yeah, I mean,
It might
you
change some of
want
the
to,
personnel you start targeting going forward, in certain areas. But like
yeah.
I have zero issue.
I don't have any issue with him standing up. You know what I mean, and playing. I mean, whatever they can get creative with that. They'll figure it out. I agree that I would preference. I mean, it would make more sense to stay in the 4-3, but
Yeah, I'm not
it's
advocating for a 3-4, but if that's what he wants to have happen, make the transition, man.
you can you can make a 3-4 just look just like a 4-3, just to have guys stand up,
Mhm.
basically, right?
Yeah, and I like we got some versatile linemen, man. That could
Yeah,
do some
man.
things, man. I'm not
Miles
worried about
Garrett
that.
is an athlete that can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
In a 3-4, he may even be more potent.
Mhm.
It's possible.
Well, you get more one-on-ones because you're stacking another end that's really a tackle, and you can manipulate the line. Like,
Yeah. Move more, running starts. I mean,
well, that'd be one reason to get rid of Schwartz. Period. Is just we don't move Miles Garrett. You know where he's going to be lined up
yeah,
96% of the time.
yeah. Well, he did just break the sack record, so.
No, I know, but you know where it was, dude. That whole game, weren't you like, hey, move this kid around?
Yes, I
Like when it
was.
wasn't going, like, come on, like
Yeah.
let's,
Kick him inside, kick him to the left side,
yeah.
run a
Well, like if you
stunt
look at
for
what Houston
him.
was doing back in the day with JJ Watt, he's going to play up and down the line until he finds the weak point in the line, and that's where he's going to be
Yeah.
until they address that.
Can we run a twist? Can we run a stunt here? Can we get something going? Honestly, Diaz breakdown the coverage, and they've lost games for us this year. It isn't hard to imagine. I agree. I'm not. I'm not like I like Schwartz. I can live with Schwartz. Um, but I'm not. I'm not scared to bring in somebody else.
Not with this personnel, man. Not with this personnel. I'm not worried about it like
It's
that.
a very talented side of the ball, and I think that if deployed correctly, and if you make the right hire, they will deploy them correctly. They'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. You could
I think
even
Alex
convince
Wright
me
would be a
certain
great
guys.
defensive tackle in a 3-4.
Who?
Alex Wright, the
Yeah.
big style edge. He would be listed as a tackle because he already kicks down. You know what I mean? Like he would be perfect in that role.
I think we play a very explosive form of defense that either hits or it doesn't. When there's a screw up in the secondary, gap integrity, it gets torched. I think with an offense, it's still okay. I agree. Totally fine with it. If they want to go back to it, it's been effective 2 out of the 3 years he's been here. It's been effective all 3 years, but he had 1 year where they were what? How many years has Schwartz been here now? 4?
3, 23, 24, and 25. Woods was here in 22.
So 24 was their worst year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coverage busts, problem communicating, stopping the run wasn't as good. This year's defense and 23's were very similar, very much mirrored.
Well, this year got more stout in the defensive tackle. You know, that changed a lot. Obviously, Schwartz is like.
Yeah. And you're getting variations. Like you got guys that have played in the system for 3 years now, so you're getting curveball stuff that wasn't introduced in year 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Like you're getting a lot of the, show and 2 high, move to single high, low hole safety stuff, Tampa 2 inverted with Schwesh running down the middle of the field, all kinds of stuff, right?
Bill Callahan wasn't saving this offensive line this year. They aged out, man.
Yeah.
They aged out. It's pretty simple.
Hickman is getting better. And Schwesh has been, I mean, the whole defense. I mean, what, Phil, I am very good right now.
Schwartz has a lot of fans, I can tell.
What's he fighting about? I
mean, I've seen him get his pants pulled down to any coordinator that's not from the Shanahan tree. So I'm not.
You disagree on Schwartz? What do you disagree?
You think this just falls apart without Jim Schwartz? That personnel just can't handle it without Jim Schwartz being ultra aggressive.
Rotation scheme with our defense? You mean you don't think anybody else can rotate guys in 4 deep? If they got the personnel, you got the personnel. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
No, and look, man, Schwartz is fine. Is there room for innovation in this defense? Absolutely.
I like Schwartz. Do I wish he was more game plan centric? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But like I like what he's done with this defense, and I have no problem keeping him. This isn't a knock on Schwartz. It's just saying that I think.
If it comes down to Udinski or he gets his own guy, or I would be pissed if that was the way it went down, and you didn't get Udinski because he refused to work with Schwartz.
Yeah, that's fair outright. There are parts of this defense that I absolutely love. Exactly, the non-traditional Tampas, all that. The especially this year, right? It was more innovative and stuff. But
Chris just pointed out the thing that gives me the biggest ease of mind if they were to move on. It's the end game adjustments, man, that just don't happen.
Right. Yeah. That is a problem. But like, listen, I think that, like I said, I mean, we're seeing the Texans put on an absolute show right now of how to play defensive football. And they do it differently. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. I mean, it doesn't have to be this way.
Man.
You can do it any number of ways. Do I think Schwartz is good with this personnel. I think this personnel has been picked to be in his scheme. So yes, I think it works. But do I think someone else could provide a similar to potentially better outcome? Certainly.
See, I think Schwartz's ceiling is his player's ability.
Right.
I don't think he.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. He doesn't get too crazy. I do enjoy some of the things he did this year, but this shouldn't. It's more about like it's not more of an indictment on Schwartz than it is. I'm not forcing my head coach with anything.
Yes.
Because when you get your head coaching job in the NFL, you get to pick your staff. Period. But if they want to suggest Schwartz, and
he might have a soft spot for him. The dude's from Philly.
Yeah, they might
Schwartz won a Super Bowl while he was there.
He's young. He might not have access to his guy. You know what I mean? That he wants, and it may work out perfectly. And he brings some veteran leadership to the locker room, some head coaching experience.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that it could be a positive, but just don't force it on him. Yeah. Lots of ways to get it done on defense in the NFL. I mean, you're seeing Schwartz is living in a world where it's mostly, as outright say, middle field closed, man-to-man, high percentage of the time, when the rest of the NFL is living in split high safety world, you know,
keep the top on at all costs,
light boxes, dare you to run stuff, right? Dare you to work the ball down the field. That's the modern NFL. And Schwartz and a few other people are doing it differently. So there's lots of ways to go into it. The DC should be able to make the unit he has incredible right now. It's just a bunch of great players making plays. I don't think any of us are going to agree fully on this. We all have different feelings about this. I think mainly the best thing to take away from this is that the Browns are taking Udinski seriously, and that is the way.
It is the way.
And, you know,
let's go.
Like, arriving early on this guy, from everything we know about him, it potentially is the home run. And I'll go back to the model of like trying to, you know, it came up today, like you can't spread is dead. The spread is dead. But the what was I saying? You can't what was I just talking about?
Well, the thought I'm having that we're not even talking about is there I mean, you don't think Schwartz is going to be heated if he gets passed over for a 30-year-old? He might feel scorned and be like,
maybe, but I mean that's on him. I mean, it's not like
people
but I'm saying knocking down his door.
To me, that's an outcome that I see. Because you interviewed him, the head coach, you're passing him over for someone else and saying, we want you to stay. Maybe Jimmy opens up the wallet, we'll make you the highest paid DC.
Yep.
You know,
DC assistant head coach title, right? Something like that. I agree with this. I don't know how badly he necessarily wants to be a head coach. He says he does, but does he? Does he really? I mean, would he be fine coaching this defense the rest of his career? I think he probably would.
Yeah. Yeah, if you were going to settle with a unit and
and maybe you latch on to this kid that has rocket fuel in his veins and his brain, and he's gonna take you guys to the top. Just hang on for the ride, buddy. Make sure that defense is tight. He'll take care of the rest. He'll probably improve the defense.
The preparedness. The preparedness, dude. You will be the most prepared team on Sunday. Now, you might not be the most talented, Like I can't speak to that, but just by his preparation abilities, I think that you will be the most prepared unit when you step out there as a team.
There's a lot of we got a lot of questions in the mailbag about like, will he be able to get enough veteran coaching to fill out his staff?
Yeah.
And I just think that, like, look at Stefanski. He was a young coach. He was able to get a ton of old.
Yeah,
He had a
Stefanski
great
had been in
staff.
Minnesota since 07.
Okay, but he still
he has
connections.
had less exposure, but man, anyone who sits in a room with this dude's going to buy in, you know.
The buy-in will be there, and I think that if you're about ball and if you're about the right things, then it doesn't matter what age you are. If you believe in the guy that's in charge, then you're fine. Like,
if you just heard him speak and didn't know how old he was, you would have no clue that he was only 30.
Yeah, I think about that. What a great point. I mean, with 9 coaches right now and staffs getting shuffled,
Yep.
they're going to reshuffle to people they know. And I think that Udinski, get him in the room with some people. I'm sure he already has had conversations and impressed people. He knows people in Minnesota. He knows some other things, some other people that he could bring in. I think they'd be fine. I'm not worried about him being able to put together a staff either.
But I do think it's one of the more legitimate arguments. If you were to have like a gripe about like that is one that we need to see who he brings in. But like, if you believe in the guy, you believe in the guy.
Yeah, I agree with that. Schwartz will see it. He'll know it if he talks to the kid, the guy, the kid. I want to call him a kid, but
I mean, I was driving a car when he was born, so
yeah,
I think I reserved the right.
I mean, I'm excited about it, though. You know, Shieldhouse is an exciting candidate as well.
Absolutely is. Sure, this round they're targeting all the young bright talent that I have my eyes on.
Shula and
the fact that they're forward thinking enough to bring these guys in makes me happy about this coaching search.
100%. Wasn't sure it was going to go this way.
No.
Wasn't sure they were even going to scrape this part of the search, but they were the first ones there, and so far the only ones to Udinski. Now Shieldhouse has drawn more attention.
Yeah, I need people to quit sharing Udinski's pressers now. Like, stop. Dude, like,
stop it.
You don't need other people to know about this.
Yep. So that's where I'm at. And I'm excited about it, man. I just think that this thing could go right. And like, I have no doubt, Case, that if he gets in a room with these guys, he's gonna knock their fucking socks off. Yes. I have no doubt.
Yeah, there's no way. Like, and then I have to address something in the chat.
What's that?
Jeff, are you saying you were in junior high when you were 17? Is that what you're saying to me right now? Jeff's claiming he was in junior high when Udinski was born. Jeff was 17 in junior high, because that's a whole set of problems we got to talk about.
Yeah. I like this, though. Is this our call to action? Begin slandering Udinski. It's a great plan.
Hey, dude, get in the Reddit pages.
Get in the Reddit pages and start talking about how dumb he is.
Pineapple and pizza, whatever you got to say. Say that shit.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't think he is either. I mean, he made the simple comment at his presser, Barry did, of that they were the only ones to interview Stefanski. They went young on Stefanski. What are you laughing at? What's going on in here? I can't even read that part. I was 5 years out of college when Udinski was born. Who the fuck cares when he was born? We can make it rain. True that, man. True that. If the Browns hire Udinski as head coach, they will push Schwartz out the door. Oh, fucking well. I'm sorry, James.
You'll find someone to coach this unit, dude. People will line the fuck up. to coach this unit. If
Udinski,
the players want Schwartz and Udinski wants it to be Schwartz, I'm cool with that. But if it's not, the train leaves the station either way.
oh, kid, get out of here. That negativity. Yeah. So I mean, I think I feel really good about what they've done, and anything about Harbaugh with the Giants? What do you think? 5 years, 100 mil.
Yeah. No, I mean, I obviously when the news broke overnight, we knew it was a done deal. Just they had to agree on some stuff. Who's he going to bring in? We'll see. I don't know, man. Like Harbaugh's a good coach. That's a good hire by them. They were very aggressive from jump.
Todd
They've
Monken.
kind of not had the A-list coach for a while. If you look at Ben McAdoo or Pat Shermer, Dayball had a brief stint, when they first got there and reached playoffs, but they grew tired of him. And they went after a proven commodity with a name.
Yeah.
See nothing wrong with it.
No.
And if he gets Todd Monken because there's a couple of the teams that still have interest in Monken as a head coach, if that doesn't go through, he'll be the OC in New York. He knows how to deal with a running quarterback. For them, it's like, can you protect Jackson Dart from himself? That's the plan. Can you have less trips to the blue tent?
Yeah.
And slide, put your shoulder down.
This
offseason, to me, that's like it. If they can do that, they had great young personnel around them, man.
Not stop running directly into street signs and things like that.
Yeah, man.
Protect yourself a little bit. What do you think happens with Tomlin?
He's going to take a year away. He's going to be on TV. He's going to be an electric quote factory for a year.
Yeah.
Saying ridiculous shit.
So here's the weird thing about it, right? Is his contract stuff. This is like, I'm intrigued by this because it's the crossover world that never happens in the NFL. So you have the 26th season, he's under contract. 27 is a team option. He has a no trade clause. Say he works a year on TV and then gets back channels a deal with whatever team he wants to go to next.
Yeah.
In 27. Well, the Steelers aren't stupid. They are going to owe him $16.5 million, right? They're going to pick up his team option, pay $16.5 million that doesn't count towards your salary cap to recoup a draft pick in return. Somebody missed something there in the rule book, right?
Yep.
You shouldn't be able to pay a guy any amount of money and then trade him for something that is on the salary cap.
Yeah.
Non-salary cap commodity traded for salary cap commodity. That is a loophole that should not exist in the NFL.
Can I call my shot now?
Yeah.
Commanders. Fast forward a year, they're going to trade for Mike Tomlin.
Makes sense.
And he's from Virginia, went to William and Mary.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the move.
It's a good call. But they'll have to trade probably a first for him.
Yeah. No, that's the cost of doing business. Which I don't like the Steelers getting ammunition. But I do like the fact that like the Steelers and the Ravens are both going to find like a little splash of reality, I think, for a year or two. Like, I think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because Biscotti's talking reckless right now in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Like anyone could have done what Harbaugh did, basically, the way you hear him talk.
We already got the Rooney interview done. Dirty.
You have to have two in person.
Shieldhouse.
Yeah, that happens. That's the reason that happens tomorrow. And then Saturday.
Dirty and Shieldhouse.
Jacob, I am looking forward to that call on Saturday.
Shieldhouse. Now, they won't hire him Saturday. They should. They won't.
Yeah, no, but it's coming, man. It's going to happen when I'm
They'll have
gone.
him.
It's not going to happen when I'm here, sitting in my house.
There'll be some, everybody, Mary Kay will very safely plant a report about how impressive he was, because that's somewhere she can't be proven wrong or right. I figured out her tricks.
No shit. He was impressive? You don't say.
Yeah. She reports on everything that can never be proven right or wrong, but it has some
That's solid.
vagueness.
I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah, it's small. It's a good idea. Yeah. No shit, he was impressive. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't say.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy talk.
Yeah.
Going out on a limb there.
Wasn't McDaniel in person? I believe he was. The reason you can't be in person, I don't know. I thought you couldn't be in person until. Well, Shula is still in the. No, he's not. Who's left?
What do you mean?
Have any of the guys that they're interviewing still left in the playoffs?
Chill House. Tomorrow.
That has to be a Zoom then. That can't be in person.
Okay.
Till the 18th.
I thought it was even the 19th. It's better that it's the 18th. Okay.
Well, either one.
Yeah.
It's not tomorrow. So Shula is still in it. Yeah, Shihals and Shula. That's it though, right? Durday. So that was probably a Zoom too.
Probably was a Zoom because they're still in it, but it was his off week. I don't know how that was a.
I don't know how
for teams that were on buys.
Maybe they are past the. We have to figure this out. Let's find out. Damn. All right, let's find this out real quick.
While you do that, where do we think Mike McDaniel ends up?
I know a lot of people think he's going to end up here.
Well, if the Udinski thing doesn't work out, I think that's a very real thing. But like, if you're someone like him, I wouldn't mind sitting out a year as a head coach and just go command one of these high-powered offenses, whether it was Detroit or Philadelphia or one of these other openings that have OCs available. Right. And really, and be the next cycle, be the guy.
He could go take over the Detroit offense right now.
That's what I'm saying. Or Philly, man, either one.
Stefanski could do that too.
Yeah, it's weird because just a week ago, before the Harbaugh and stuff, Stefanski was the belle of the ball for a couple hours, wasn't he?
He's interviewed everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. Atlanta, Tennessee, New York.
Interview.
And now one of those dominoes has fell. And New York's no longer available.
It is in full swing, baby. The dream is alive. All right, NFL teams can conduct in-person interviews with candidates still in the playoffs only after their team is eliminated or during the Super Bowl bye week.
They couldn't do it during the bye week before for Seattle, since they had the number one seed.
With initial virtual interviews allowed earlier, but in-person interviews for playoff participants typically begin after the divisional round concludes, around January 19th.
I knew that was the number in my head for some reason.
With stricter rules for those advancing to the conference championships or Super Bowl. Virtual interviews allowed for coaches on playoff teams these weeks. In-person interviews not permitted for candidates on playoff teams until the divisional round ends. So I don't know what, if you lost, you can though, right? Probably.
Yeah. If you lose?
Yeah.
Which, hey, Buffalo, thank you. For so many reasons, Buffalo, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. There is only one candidate right now.
Let's go.
I know.
Aaron,
I know,
join.
Aaron.
I'm part of the club, brother.
I will say
I'm
this.
speaking on this as long as I can.
This town is a smart football town, and these are smart football people because they have gravitated to Udinski quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
A lot of people have jumped on the Udinski train quick. Now, I know he makes an impact, but usually, like, a lot of people in town will be like, the 30-year-old.
They're going to doubt everything, yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of people have already, like, gravitated and they're all in. Because you listen to him talk once and you're like, holy shit.
And say that doesn't do it for you. Listen to anyone else talk about him who's dealt with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Former coaches.
From 2 years ago, yeah.
You know, Trevor Lawrence this year. Listen, you know, like it's we're not going crazy here. And it's his rapid ascension, man. Like you don't do what he's doing. You don't just climb the ladder this fast. You know, like it took Stefanski a lot longer to climb the ladder. A lot longer. He was in one organization and it was a much slower burn. This kid's a rocket ship. You got to get on it now, though.
UD for my president.
And like, and I brought this up the other day, and like it's true. Like during McVay's hiring cycle, McVay wasn't the belle of the ball going into the hiring cycle.
No,
but he got in the room with the Rams, and they couldn't believe what the plan that he laid out, and they were floored. And they're like, "We can't let this kid leave. He was 30." Yeah, like like that's. And then there's a lot of parallels, obviously, but
like he just turned 30 this week. You know that, right?
Say it again. He turned 2 days ago. He turned 30.
Yeah. Good timing.
Yeah, it was. He was 29 the day they announced that they were interviewing him.
I know, it's perfect. But he's 30 now, so
he's 30,
a lot better.
Across the threshold.
All right. All right. Real quickly, quick fire round for you.
Oh yeah, let's go.
You ready?
I hope.
Who ends up in Baltimore?
Mentor.
Who ends up in Tennessee?
Stefanski.
Really? Atlanta?
I don't have a feel for Atlanta. I don't. They
Kubiak.
Maybe. Very maybe. I could also see blank hiring Mike McCarthy.
Maybe. I don't know. Did they interview him?
I don't know yet. I don't, dude. I am paying attention to one team right now, one team only of who they're interviewing.
Dolphins.
Ooh, I would have. Kubiak.
Steelers.
Who gives a shit? Honestly, it'll be Flores or it'll be Saleh. That's my intuition. Or did you see they're interviewing a different Kubiak? They're going for Clay Kubiak now. They're interviewing him for the gig. But
I would say head coaching job.
Yeah, they're interviewing for the head coach. But this is probably that same thing where you interview, get under the guys and get him in. But if Saleh takes a job, it's probably Kubiak. This is OC.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't think I see McCarthy landing a gig.
That's fair.
I don't know if I see Stefanski getting one anymore.
I think he will. I think he'll. A lot of these dominoes are falling. I still think he'll end up with one eventually. I think Tennessee. There's a little interest in Tennessee, or people want to work with some of the people in that front office now, and Cam Ward's drawing more interest than I thought he would from prospective coaches. Like this is the thing too. Like we just got out of the relationship with Stefanski, so we feel one way about him. The league feels a little different.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean they like him. I know that. I just yeah,
that's a good point. I see Nagy to Tennessee. I can see that too. I can see Matt Nagy.
Yeah,
getting that.
Man, it'll be an interesting shake. He's going to shake up a lot of the NFL.
Yeah, this is over a quarter of the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of unprecedented.
Feels like it.
and two guys that were, I mean, just the AFC North alone, 36, 40 years of experience was canned.
Mhm.
42 years of experience. 43. 19, 18, and 6. Head
Yep.
coaching experience. Okay. So, but the thing I think that people haven't accounted for yet is the roster shifts that's going to happen because of this.
Yeah, the downstream stuff, man. This will affect a lot of stuff going downstream.
Trades. Guys I want him off the roster. I need him on my roster. We need to look at trying to bring him in. We need free agency changes. Rosters bottom.
Change of philosophy. We no longer need this guy. He's making too much.
Yeah, lots of stuff. Which is a good thing for the Browns, who need to find guys that fit what they're going to do, not what they did before on offense, and fill an offensive line out and improve a wide receiver room.
Yep.
Hopefully via trade, at least one in both categories via trade. So I think the roster shift is good. That comes with this massive
parity of the league. It isn't
unprecedented movement of coaching, right? It's crazy.
What a time! What a time to hire Grant Udinski.
What a time, baby! Let's do it. Let's get it. That's the goal.
Our division's the Wild West right now. You tell me any coach comes in this division scared of Zach Taylor? Let's go.
I know.
Let's go, man.
With the cupcake schedule, the Hail Mary is on the way, baby.
Yeah, go get it.
Hail Mary is on the way. If you hear anybody talking about Udinski, fans of another team or press or reporter.
Yeah, I heard he beats puppies.
Yep. Shut it down. Just whatever it takes. Not really. Don't do whatever it takes, but you know.
I don't know, man. I'm a desperate man.
I know.
All right. I viewed it as a pipe dream, but now it's so close to reality. I have to have it.
I know.
I think
it's gonna happen, Casey.
Me too. I was.
My fear is that the Steelers interview him because they're not afraid to hire young either.
True. And this will be their fourth coach since we landed on the moon.
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Stay away from them. All right. TV.
My hell week ate up all my time, bro. Down a card. I saw nothing this week. Nothing. I got some football games in, and that was it.
All right.
Very disappointing, and I know I'm sorry. I'll try to be better, hopefully.
Nothing haven't advanced in the startup at all?
No, I didn't know. I got caught with one foot off the merry-go-round last week with all these things dropping in my life, man. And like, not for nothing, man. Like, my oldest turns 18 tomorrow, man. And so everything we're doing right now is geared towards that. And we're going away for the weekend. So there was just no time between cars and dryers and wallpaper. I didn't even tell you. I didn't get into the wallpaper thing. Good Lord. I know, Phil. I know. Got to be better. I got to watch the tape. I'll go back and I'll be better.
Jeff's watching it. Who's watching it? Jeff. I think Jeff's watching it too. He's still.
I started off fast. I knocked out 4 real quick. Then I only got 1 since then, man. And last week was a wash. A wash.
There's nothing new out really right now.
Yeah.
Some new stuff coming out, but we'll get there. All right, folks. Udinski week. Lock in.
UD.
Lock in, ladies and gentlemen. You lock it up. Lock it up.
Lock it up. Lock it in. Let me begin.
All right. Time to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching All Eyes on Cleveland. Keep it locked at the Browns Film Breakdown Network. We'll be back next week, same time, Same bat time, same bat channel. Casey Kinnamon, parting words.
No, man, I'm very encouraged by the direction this team is heading right now, and I'm just keep it going, baby. Let's get that ball across the goal line, and let's have a celebration next Thursday.
Remember, guys, the only way is through. Upward and onward. To Udinski. Hope you enjoyed All Eyes on Cleveland. Hit the like button on your way out. Tell a friend. Be kind. Have a great week. We'll see you next Thursday. Hopefully we made some more progress. For Casey Kinnamon, I'm Brad Ward. Have a wonderful night.